Hi, I'm Bill McLaughlin, Editor-in-Chief of Furniture Today. Welcome to this week's edition of Frontline Friday. We have our intrepid global traveler, Tom Russell, back with us. As we mentioned last week, he was in Mexico. Tom, welcome back. How did your trip go?
Thank you, Bill. It was actually very good. We were on the ground probably for about 5 days and got a lot done in that period of time.
Tell us about some of the factories that you saw while you were in Mexico.
Yes, we on our first day, we went to see KUKA's new facility just outside of Monterrey, and they're still under construction, but they're expecting to be able to start shipping, I believe, around May. And then we went to Palliser's upholstery facilities, both stationary and motion facilities in Saltillo, Mexico, and right in that area. So that's also right near Monterrey. So that was the first 2 days, and then the third day, we ended up going to a factory called Miro Lupo, which does a lot of wood furniture, but they're getting into upholstery. Starting in the April market, they're going to start showing some things through Urban Roads. And then we went to a factory called Santa Fe Rusticos, which is a lot of kind of rustic antique furniture, some highly traditional furniture, and then from there to Horizon Home and International Furniture Direct. So about 6 different factory visits that we got in.
Now this is part of our global sourcing initiative, kind of growing out of the tariff issue, and interestingly, the coronavirus issue also seems to be shining very much a spotlight on global sourcing.
Yes.
These factories that you looked at were, A, I presume they're exporters, and
Yes.
B, did you notice, do they have capacity? Do they see this as an opportunity for them to perhaps capture some share based on events in China?
Yes, I think they do, Bill. In fact, that's one of the reasons that KUKA is building is actually to enhance its quick ship capabilities in the custom realm. So it's primarily to put it closer to the U.S. market. Palliser has already been doing this for many years. But I think these factories are starting to see that there is going to be opportunity for them as more retailers and wholesalers alike start going down to Mexico. First off, it's very easy to get to. I mean, our flight from Atlanta was only about 2.5 hours into Monterrey. And actually on the second half of the trip I didn't mention was Puebla, Mexico, which a bulk of the manufacturing is actually probably about maybe 4 or 5 hours west of Puebla by car in Guadalajara. But Puebla, we learned, is largely export driven, and with the U.S. market being a major customer.
So not only do you have a quicker flight, you were in the central time zone, so
Yes.
from in the standpoint of conducting business with these factories, how does the time factor differ when you take the water out of it?
Well, that's a good question because your shipping time is reduced dramatically, anywhere from, depending on the amount of time added on the water is probably about 3 to 4 weeks just alone from Asia. So from the time of the order to the time it gets shipped, and it could be the retailer within about 5 weeks or so.
And what were your impressions of these factories compared to what you saw in Vietnam?
Whereas the factories in Vietnam a lot of them were highly automated, particularly with like CNC equipment. Many CNC machines in these, particularly Taiwanese and Chinese-owned factories. The Mexican factories had some of that equipment, but what we tended to see was a lot more hands-on in the production process. Now, they still use machines like planers or sawing machines, but it's still a very hands-driven process in that a machine is not actually computerized and controlled to do the cutting of the certain part. In Mexico, it was very hands-on.
So obviously you shot a lot of video there.
Yes.
It's a major story coming on this. When should people tune into Furniture Today? When are we going to have this out so everybody can see the totality of what you've put together?
Well, we're looking at basically the week of around April 6th is when we're going to have it in our print cycle, and the videos will be right around the same time. So we'll have probably some announcements going out beforehand to kind of give readers a heads up that this is coming. And I just saw an ad, some teaser ads that we're doing too to kind of promote this. So look out for that in Furniture Today on our website, and you'll kind of see a schedule of when things will be forthcoming.
Great. As you can see, this is a part of our global sourcing coverage impacted very much by the tariffs and then more recently by the coronavirus. To help give you an inside look at what's going on in China, please stay tuned to Monday's upcoming issue of Furniture Today, where the editor-in-chief of Furniture Today China has given us a look at what's going on inside that country, a first-hand look, talking to the Chinese factories, both retail and manufacturers. So we will have an exclusive inside look at what's going on inside China as it relates to the coronavirus and how that is impacting the Chinese furniture market. So tune in on Monday for that. Till next week, I'm Bill McLaughlin with Furniture Today, wishing you safe global travels.